Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Most people think of themselves as good communicators. After all, we all can talk. But how good are we actually? Answer these 14 questions. You know, nothing is always true or always false, but usually true or usually false. And if you're not sure, you might ask a trusted friend. Question 1. True or false? I pay good attention when someone's talking and usually understand what's being said. Question 2. When I don't understand something that a person is saying, and I wish I did, I usually ask for clarification. For example, I'm not quite clear on what you said. Would you mind repeating it? Question 3. I'm good at reading between the lines, what's not said but likely meant. For example, in response to my asking, "How are you?" the person says, "Fine." But I would notice if the tone isn't as upbeat as usual and the person's face dropped at least subtly. Question 4. Without asking so many questions that I seem like an interrogator, I do ask my conversation partners a reasonable number of questions. Question 5. I talk too much. If so, try using the traffic light rule. During an utterance's first 30 seconds, your light's green. During the second 30 seconds, it's yellow. That is that the risk is growing that the person wished you stopped. And at the 1 minute mark, your light's red. Yeah, rarely you're going to want to run a red light, but usually you're going to stop or ask a question. If you have a hard time knowing when you reach 30 seconds or 60 seconds, why don't you practice with a timer? A common reason that people talk too much is that they're uncomfortable with silence. Try to get used to it. It's usually better to have the silence than talking too much. The other person will likely fill the silence. Another poor reason for talking too much is that you talk to clarify your thoughts, but you may pay a big price for doing that, boring the other person or making them think you're egotistical or a blowhard. Question 6. I talk too little. True or false? Possible ways to help: read more, ask questions of the other person, which would, you got to cultivate curiosity. Question 7. I interrupt too much. If so, default to not interrupting. Realize that many people feel disrespected when interrupted. That what you have to say is more important. Or the person may be trying to clarify his or her thoughts, so by interrupting you may miss out on the best that he or she has to say. Question 8. True or false? I interrupt too little. Some people know they're long-winded, or they know that they talk because they're nervous and are glad if you rein them in. Question 9. People are usually interested when I'm talking. Again, true or false? People are usually interested when I'm talking. If you don't think you are, again, you might read more, talk less, ask questions. Question 10. True or false? I make my points clearly so that most people understand what I'm saying. Question 11. When I make an argument, it's usually logical and crisply stated. Question 12. I'm too tactful, not direct enough. Question 13. I'm not tactful enough. Question 14. I have a good sense of humor, both in what I say and in reacting to other people's attempts at humor. So, is there anything you want to change about your communication style or communication skills or whatever? If so, what do you want to do to remember that? Just remind yourself of it each time you begin a conversation? Write in one word, what you're trying to change on your palm so you see it all the time? Tell a friend of your new goal for communication and maybe even check in daily? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.